Hello everyone, welcome to EduTechGyan YouTube channel. Today's topic is GitHub integration with the Azure Data Factory. This is another video on the Mastering Azure web series. Okay, so let's go started. So what is Azure Data Factory? That is also we see last time, but for the newcomers, I'll just write the definition here. So Azure Data Factory is a cloud-based data integration service provided by Microsoft Azure. It allows you to create, schedule, orchestrate data-driven workflows, ensures seamless data movement and transformation across various data sources and destinations. So basically, we use data factories to pipeline the data and to do the operations in between the data. Okay, so in the different states. So for that, we use Azure Data Factory. Next point is definition of GitHub. So what is GitHub? GitHub is a web-based platform that provides version control and collaborative features for software development projects. It allows developers to host, manage their code repositories, track changes, merge contributions, and work together in a distributed environment. So with the help of Data Factory, we can multiple teams or developers can work on the code base using the branch or feature branch or dev branch, and then once it is all the changes are done, then we can merge it to the main branch. Sorry. Next point is benefits of GitHub, right? So first benefit is version control. GitHub enable you to track changes made to your Azure Data Factory pipeline over time. You can easily revert to the previous version, compare changes, and identify potential issues. This is the first point. Second point is collaboration. Collaborate effectively with your team member, whether they are in the same office or on the other side of the globe. GitHub offers tools to resolve conflicts, review codes, and streamline teamwork. This is the second point. Third point is code backup. Safeguard your Azure Data Factory code and configuration by storing into the GitHub. So it avoids data loss due to the accidental deletions or system failures. So this is best point actually related to GitHub. The fourth point is branching strategies. With GitHub, you can implement a structured branching strategy, allow you to work on the new features or fix without stopping the main code. So with the help of this point, we can create a branch of a main branch. Like suppose we have one master repository, so without touching that directly to the master repository, we can create a feature branch for the new enhancement or features, and for the bug fixes, you can use a one branch for the fixes only. Like we can give any name like a dev branch for that particular. Once it is done, so we can merge it to the main branch. Fifth point is community engagement. So with the help of GitHub, you can share your area of changes, whatever the things you are doing on the area of site. So you can share with the community to receive the feedback on that. And with the help of that, you can improve your code strategy, code standard. So and you can learn, and everyone can learn in the community. Actually, basically the community is to learn and grow. Integration with Azure Pipeline. Seamlessly integrate your code repository with Azure Pipeline for automated build and release process, enabling continuous integration and continuous deployment. CI/CD pipeline we generally use, right? So with the help of that, with the help of GitHub, actually it will be happen. Okay, so the next point is practical implementation. So let's get started. So how can we implement GitHub repository in the Azure Data Factory? So we'll see practically. So for that, we need to log in first to the Azure portal. So this is the Azure portal. Once you log into the Azure portal, so it will look like this. So for integration of GitHub to the Azure Data Factory, we need to go to the Azure Data Factory, right? So in the last video, we created one Azure Data Factory. So that is what we are going to use now. So if you want to know how to create Azure Data Factory, you can watch the previous video or video on the Azure Data Factory how to create. That is on the same Azure web series. So sorry, Azure series. We already covered that video. You can watch that video and then we can come back to this. So for this demo, let's get going on this Azure Data Factory. So I'm clicking on it. So once you click, so you will see this kind of interface. After that, you need to click on the Launch Studio. Once you click on the Launch Studio, So you will get a Azure Data Factory environment actually basically. So see, this is how the Azure Data Factory environment looks. So here you can see it is already give us a message that you need to be configured at your repositories, right? So we are not clicking here. This is also one way you can click here and directly go to the configuration setting. And there is another way you can come to this page, manage. Come to this option, manage, and inside that manage also you have option create repository. So we are going there now, clicking on the manage, and you can see here option is git configuration, right? So just click on it, and we have option like here configuration. You need to click on it. Once you click on it, you will get this kind of option. So here you need to select which repository type we are going to use. So currently there is two repository type here in this Azure Data Factory. One is Azure DevOps Git. So Azure DevOps Git or GitHub. So we are selecting GitHub. Right. So once you click here, so you need to pass your user ID of the GitHub from where you want to access your repository. So I have my own, so I'll show you for that. So this is the GitHub repository. This is the GitHub. So here once you click, you can see here your username, right? So this is my username, and inside this I have a repository. Actually already created a repository. So we have two repositories, one is Database Learning and another is the Azure Learning. So today's focus is on the Azure Learning. So we need to click on it. So if you want to learn how to create this repository, so you can directly click on this. Sorry, we need to click here on the repository, and here you have option, right? New. Once you click on new, so you can pass your repository name. You need to select the type, public or private, and if you want to readme file, then you can select, and then you need to click on the create repository. It will create a repository. Okay, for now we already have, so I'm not going to create. So we have this repository, Azure Learning. Okay, so in this repository, inside this repository, you can see we have only one branch, that is called a main branch, right? We don't have any other branches. So I'll tell you that later. So how can we create other branch, like a feature branch or a dev branch? So on that branch we work first, and then we raise a PR request to code review. Once it is a review, so we can merge that code to the main branch, and then we can publish it. So okay, so first we need to copy the username, right? And we come back to the Azure Data Factory. We need to pass that username here. Click on continue. Okay, so in my case it is not asked me for the password. Okay, so because I already logged in, that's why. But in some cases it will open one pop-up window here where you need to pass the password of your GitHub account. GitHub account, the same account what I'm currently using. So that you need to pass, and then you will see this kind of a interface. So here we have options, like you can see. So once you log into that, here you can see your repositories, how many repositories you have in your GitHub account. So I have two repositories. I already show you, right? One is Azure Learning, one is Database Learning. So we are working on Azure Learning, so we need to select that. Once you click on this, you can see we have an option here, right? Collaboration branch. Which branch we are going to use? So we have a collaboration branch, so we need to use that as a main branch, right? We have only one branch, you can see here, right? This is the main branch, correct? So we selected that. Rest anything we need to change, no need to change. Publish is the same one. Okay, root folder we don't need to do anything here, right? Import resources into this branch, nothing has to do. Okay, and then we need to click on the apply. Once you click on the apply, it will take time and it will create a repository, and once everything is done, you can see here, we can see that option. Actually it will connect with the GitHub and it will give you the branch name. So it will take some time. Almost done. Yeah, it is almost done, right? So see, connected, repo connected. Okay, This is not error actually, it is asking please select your branch on which branch you are working. Okay, so currently we are using existing branch, right? This is the main branch where we are working, we are not creating a new branch, so we are saving this one. Okay, yeah, it is done, right? So if you can see now, above is, I think there is something another warning. Okay, so let me minimize these. So you can see now here, right? Earlier it is, we have option like, right? We sorry, here, yeah, the same way. We have one option here like earlier like a data factory option. Now we have this one, right? So here we have only one branch, we can create a new branch. We have one option like create a pull request, and we have switched to the live mode. So if we click on the switch to the live mode, it will come to the data factory mode, the original one, right? So whenever we work on any branch and we save and publish now, so that published thing will come to this data factory live branch. Okay, so let me go back to this branch, main branch. Okay, in the main branch we don't have any other branch, we have already these things. Okay, so once we set up, so you can see this all these details. Okay, so let's get back to the author page and we can create quickly. Before that I'll show you this here. Let me refresh this. So now if you can see here, inside this main branch it is created a one factory, right? Factory folder, right? Inside this factory folder we have one JSON file like EduTechGyan demo factory.json. So this file is means this data factory name file. Okay, this details related to this configuration related to this data factory, but inside this data factory we don't have anything, right? So that's why there is nothing here. So now if we create anything inside this data factory under this main branch, so it will store inside this folder, right? It will create folder and files here. So let's quickly, we can do one thing, we create one pipeline here. Okay, we'll create a new pipeline and I'll add okay, we keep name as it is like pipeline 1, and we use one activity like wait activity. Okay, and we are not going to do anything here. Okay, so if you can validate it, please pass. Okay, there is nothing. So yeah, one more thing, so once you set up your GitHub account, so you can only publish those things which is passed with the validation. Okay, otherwise we cannot publish or we cannot do. So if you want to save as a draft version, so you just need to click on this save. So what will happen, save will store that data to the specific branch, but it will not publish. Okay, so once you back next day, so you will can resume your work from there, and once it is completed all the things, you can publish it. So for now we use one activity wait, we already validated, it is validating, correct? Now what will we do, we save this save. Okay, it is give you this option, what is this inside this. Okay, so I'll just click OK and saving this. This is save but not publish. Okay, so if suppose we refresh, see, we cannot see, sorry, not this, we can see but we cannot see in the published things. You can see the folder here, right? Okay, one more thing I'll tell you, we have a one branch here, right? Currently if you can click on here, you have only main branch. So once we publish, so we can see another branch, like that published branch name will be, I'll tell you what will be the name, this name, ADF published branch. So whatever thing we publish to the publish, so it will go to the ADF, it will create a new branch ADF publish, and that publish changes will come to the ADF, this switch, that previous area factory mode. Okay, and there it will already, you can see. So let me do one thing quickly. I'll publish this. Once you click on the publish, it will start like this. It will publishing all the changes, and it will give us a message that it is published. Okay, so see, it is showing you what is going to be published. So once you click OK, so it will start publishing. It will create ARM template as well. In the ARM template, all the details related to this pipeline, it will store there. Okay, see, now the publish is completed. After that, it will start generating ARM template. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so if we come here, so we are already here, right, in the branch section. If you refresh this, so it will, you can see now 2 branches, right? We previously we have 1 branch, right? And this is your second branch, that is area publish branch. So now if I come back to this page, sorry, this repository, so here inside this pipeline we have already all that pipeline file, right? This is the pipeline folder. Inside this we have one pipeline where we have wait activity, correct? So we have that. So this is done. So if we come back to here, so you can see one pipeline is here, and if I switch this branch to old factory branch, right, so here also you can see that change, right? So whatever thing we publish now, you can see directly here. Okay, so now what we can do, we go back to the GitHub and we create one branch like a development branch. So there is one more thing, you can only publish things to the main branch only. For the dev branch or feature branch, you cannot do the publish things. Okay, it will give us a warning. So let me create quickly one branch against this is main branch, is the base branch. Okay, so I'll give as a name dev for development. So once I create, so it will, you can see here name change, right? Now it is showing the dev branch. Dev branch also have this option, right, pipeline 1. So now if suppose I'm going to create one data set inside this branch, let me use blob, Azure blob storage. Here we use delimited files. Okay, I use this as a test. Okay, link, I need to create one quick link service for the storage account. So we already have a storage account, so we'll use a free version. We use the storage account name, like we can use this as well, right? Yeah, and now we need to create. So yeah, one more thing, whenever you create any link service, it will automatically publish. Okay, this is save and it will publish. So this is the only thing we can skip. So I'll do one thing. Okay, so now we can select the location. We have any folder inside that? No, we don't have any folder, so we can we can see. Let me quickly go to the there. Where are we? We are inside this. Let me create one folder here. Download. Create one folder, and inside this folder we add one file so that we can use that file there. Okay, I have uploaded one file as well. Okay, so let me go back here. Now if I click on this, sorry, we need to use back delimited. Let me check the same block service I use or not. Let me create another trial version. I have selected. I have used this account. Same. Okay, now I am going to create it. Another service will publish. Okay. Yeah, it is done. Now we go to this folder. Okay, now we can see the download folder here. Inside this we have this file. I'll select it. Okay, so this is the part how we can select, and we click on the OK. So this is the one data set I have created actually. So if we can do here, let me close this thing. So what we can do, we can validate it. So let me validate. So no, we don't have any error, right? So now you can see inside the dev branch we don't have option publish, right? So let me save first. We are saving these things. Okay, you can see the dot is here showing it is not saved. Once it is saved, it will go, right? So you can see we don't have options like here publish. We don't have, we cannot publish. So if suppose I go back to the main branch, so I'm not able to see this data delimited text file. So if you can go here and refresh it, so here you cannot see the data set folder, right? And here if you can see we have a third branch as well, like dev branch, right? So now what we can do here inside these, we need to raise PR to review and merge to the main branch. So let me create a pull request. Okay, so here we can, in the pull request it is automatically fetch all the things, changes files and all the things here. We need to just accept it. So like I am creating a pull request for new data set. We need to add a comment actually. Why we are doing this pull request, what are the things in this pull request we need to add here, right? So that is the thing actually. For that the comment is better. So let me create quickly pull request. So once the pull request is created, you can see we have one open pull request. So now I am the only owner for this GitHub. So it is getting only, I am only the reviewer of that pull request. So if you can see I have that option like merge. So right now I know what is inside the file. So once I click on this, so whatever the changes are there in the dev branch, it will come to this Azure main branches. Okay, so once we click here and I confirm, so the changes will be merged. Okay, so changes are merged to the main branch. Let me refresh it, and sorry, yeah, so you can see now here this is the main branch, right? Inside main branch we have data set and also link services. So you can see here we have three options, right? Now if you come here and if I switch to the main branch, you can same data set, you can see that branch as well, like see here in the data set. But in the publish you cannot see that data set because right now we have not published that changes. So you can see only pipeline one is there. So let's go back to the GitHub and the main branch, and we are going to publish that change. So right now we need to hit that publish button. It is started publishing. Okay, so it is saying that what are the changes there. So we are accepting that. So it is started publishing, and once the publish is done, it will again update the ARM text set, and then we can see the changes actually. See, publish is completed. Now it will start generating the ARM. Okay, so that is done. Now we go back to the publish branch. So now you can see the data set here as well. So this is how you can do the GitHub integration with the Azure Data Factory. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Thank you for joining us on this educational and technological adventure at EduTechGyan. We hope you enjoyed the content and gained valuable insights to help you on your learning journey. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas for future videos, we'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Remember, knowledge is power, and with EduTechGyan, you'll always be ahead in the game. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep embracing the wonders of education and technology. Stay curious.